What's going on, everyone? TD Collectibles back with another video. Today, it's Saturday, January 24th, 2026. I just want to apologize real quick before we get into this really cool PSA grade reveal video that I've been absent, and I'm sorry for not posting as much as I used to. We just have a lot of stuff going on. I run another business as well besides this one, so there's big stuff cooking up in the background, so I do want to apologize for not posting weekly like I used to. I'm going to try to get back into it more in the beginning of the first half of 2026, so stay tuned. But we do definitely have a big PSA reveal of 19 cards. As you can see, we have the OG 1999 Charizards. We have two that we graded. We got a Gengar. We're going to start with these ones first. And as always, we're going to get straight into it. And we're going to start it off with a banger of the Fossil. This was one of the first Dragonite cards in the English version. So everyone loves this card. Almost no whitening. There's a little tiny nick right there. It's barely though. Centering's pretty solid. And we're going to start with the 9 on the video. As always, these are blind reveals. We're going to start the 9 pile over there. Second card is going to be the Zapdos. This is the 99 base. First English set in the world. Little whitening right there. And this one's going to come a 7. 8s or above on vintage is usually pretty good, depending on the card, obviously. But we're always looking for the 9s and 10s over here with TD Collectibles. Another Dragonite card. This is the non-holo version. It is the same card as the first one, just the non-holo variant. And this one's going to be an 8. So we're started with a 7, 8. And a 9. OG Venusaur. This is actually the base 2. So this is right after the 1999, as you can see, from 2000. Almost no whitening on this one. And this one's going to be a 9. We'll definitely take the 9 Venusaur right there. Add to that 9 pile. Aerodactyl, one of my favorite cards from the vintage. This is from the Fossil. Always like the Fossil set. This one's going to be an 8. I was really looking for the 9 on this one. But no worries. Keep it going. The Moltres. Awesome card. Another Fossil. All these holos were really clean, by the way. Little to no whitening. One little baby white nick right there. You could barely see it. I'm guessing an 8. There you go. Centering was actually pretty good, but I was hoping for the 9 on that one too. Jolteon. All these were really good condition when I graded them for being almost 30-year-old cards. And this one's a 9, so definitely take that. The classic jungle Jolteon in a 9. Super solid right there. Stoked on that one. And then the Raichu, the famous Raichu 99 base as well. Little white nick right there. Another one right there. Centering's actually pretty decent. Hoping for the 9, but knowing PSA, it'd probably be a 7 or 8. And it was an 8. Did a couple of Japanese. So, looks like we got 4 Japanese we're going to go through. This one's the Nidoking from Gym 2. The Giovanni. You can see the stamp down there. Super clean card right here. Centering's actually pretty good. And the 9, definitely take the 9 in the Giovanni Nidoking. I really like this card a lot. Not worth too much, but still cool. The 96 OG Venusaur, one of the first Venusaur cards ever in history, and we got a swirl on it too, which makes it that much better. Super clean, no whitening. Really hoping for the 9 on this one. And we got the 9. Let's go. Awesome. That's a great pull right there. Super stoked to see this. The Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz. Awesome card again right here. Really love the hollow pattern on this card. I always like the trainer cards with the stamp on the bottom. It's kind of like that Giovanni we just had. This one's from 98. And we got a 10 on a vintage card. Always stoked to see 10s on vintage card. It's really hard to do that when these cards are 30 years old almost. So super stoked on that. First 10 of the video. We got the Articuno 97 as well. No swirl on this card. So again, no whitening. Probably guessing an 8 or 9 on this. And we got a 9. Definitely take the 9 on the Articuno. Super good looking card. Fan favorite Pokemon right there. Getting a lot of 9s for these vintage cards, so I'm super stoked to see that. Poliwrath Hollow from the base, 99. First English set. Sorry, don't mean to keep repeating myself. Just trying to let the people know that don't know much about Pokemon. Couple whitening. It's probably going to be a 7 or an 8 with the centering. And we got an 8. Kabutops. Another fossil. Looks like a little baby Nick right there. Probably an 8 or 7. And we got a 9. I have no idea how this card got a 9. Especially with that edge wear. This shows PSA is all over the place with their grading. I don't know what's been going on over there. But hey, definitely not complain about that. Put it in the 9 pile. And then we got the Hitmonchan for the last card in the stack. Looks like no whitening on this one. Definitely hoping for the 9. And we got a 9. So I'm really stoked to see all these 9s from this video. This is awesome. Good stack of 9s. Sorry for the camera shake. I told you we're going to save the best 3, in my opinion, of the whole lot for last. We're going to save the Charizards actually for last just because those are such classic cards. This is one of my favorite cards. It is the non-holo variant, but still a really cool card from Fossil. The centering was so beautiful on this, so perfect. There was literally no damage to this card after being 27 years old. I'm really hoping for a 10 on this one. What do we got for the Gengar? And we got the 10. Let's go. Definitely putting this one in the PC. This one's not going anywhere or leaving my site. Super stoked to see this. Wow. This is definitely a low pop on this card. Man, this is super cool to see. So happy on this. And then for the end of the video, we got the OG 99 base Charizard. One of the most famous Pokemon cards in history. So we're going to do one at a time. Tiny, tiny bit. That white little nick. But other than that, very solid. Little bottom heavy with the nick and that. My guess it's a 7 or 8. And we got a 9. We got a 9 on the Charizard. Let's go. Super pumped on this. Wow. Was not expecting that. Hollow's perfect, as you can see. Oh my gosh. Awesome. We have another one right here. Let's see if we could do 2 9s. Centering's a little bottom heavy on the back. The back's not so important as the front. Man, if we can get 2 9s, let's see what we got. And we got an 8. Hey, I'll still take the 8. So an 8 and a 9 to finish this video is phenomenal. As always, thanks so much for watching. Support the channel. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. And we will be at Front Row in Pasadena this coming weekend, January 31st and February 1st. So if you're in Pasadena, California, come check us out. Say what's up. TD Collectibles. We'll see you next time.